Shockwaves. Norwegian Cruise Line is sending shockwaves across the cruise industry as they announce that they are the first cruise line to eliminate the vaccine requirement for cruising. You heard that right. Norwegian had a huge press release this morning where they shared that they are welcoming all people, vaccinated, unvaccinated, it doesn't matter, to cruise with them for any length of cruise. It's sending shockwaves across the industry. We have the news for you today, what exactly they announced. We also have how this is going to impact other cruise lines and the cruise industry. There's lots of cruise news to talk about. Let's do it right now on Island Time. A big happy Monday to all you Islanders. I hope you had a great weekend and that your week is off to a great start. I thank you for stopping by the show today. I am Derek, and I invite you now to drop your anchor. Whatever's on your mind, your heart, your shoulders, drop that thing right now for about 8 or 10 minutes. Let's relax and enjoy some time in the islands together. We did that just last night as Island Time went live. There were 22 people who are eligible to win some free merch, Island Time merch from our spread shop. Let's draw for someone to win some free merch. Here we go. Tell me a random number between 1 and 22.
The answer is 1.
Number 1. How about that? Jennifer Ledford is lucky number 1. Jennifer, you've won free merch. Our spread shop is in the link of this video below. Take a look at it. Send me through Messenger or email whatever shirt, hat, apron, cup, whatever you want. Send that to me. Send me your address as well, and I will mail something to you. That's how it works. I invite all of you who are looking for some Island Time gear, buy from Spread Shop. They do a good job. We don't make this stuff ourselves. They make it. They give you 30 days once you receive it. Do you like it? If so, keep it. If not, you send it back. You get your money back, or you can trade for something that you do like. Let's turn to cruise news. It's been almost 900 days since all people were welcomed to cruise. That was March of 2020. Norwegian Cruise Line is changing that. Norwegian has come out and said that all people are welcome to cruise. They have made the necessary changes to their sail-safe health and safety protocols to make that happen. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of what they have announced. Today's announcement applies to all sailings. That's a difference here. We've seen several testing protocols and policies changed by Carnival and Royal Caribbean to short sailings. I want to mention up front, this is to all sailings, short and long. Starting on September the 3rd, just a few weeks, guests of all ages will be able to cruise, vaccinated and unvaccinated. However, for some guests that are 12 and older, some pre-cruise testing requirements may still be in place. Here's what we got. Vaccinated guests ages 12 and older are no longer required to show proof of vaccination. Vaccinated guests over the age of 12 will no longer have to show proof of a negative COVID-19 test. However, they will still have to show their vaccine card and proof that they are fully vaccinated, whatever that means, from the port that they are departing from. I will remind you that cruising from the United States, with jurisdiction, of course, by the CDC, they say that fully vaccination is still the initial series of COVID-19 shots, but no boosters are required. So when you see fully vaccinated with Norwegian Cruise Line, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, it's the initial set of vaccinations. That's all you need to sail. Unvaccinated guests ages 12 and older will have to show a medically supervised negative PCR or antigen test that's been taken no longer than 72 hours before embarkation day. The big news here is that unvaccinated guests are welcomed. They are going to have to be tested before they board the ship. So unvaccinated guests are welcome. That's the change. They have to be tested. Norwegian announced that these changes are going to take place on September the 3rd, that all guests are welcome to cruise with them. Here's what Frank Del Rio, president and CEO of NCL, had to say. Our long-awaited revisions to our testing and vaccination requirements, bringing us closer in line with the rest of society, which has learned to adapt and live with COVID-19 and make it simpler and easier for a loyal guest to cruise on our 3 best-in-class brands. Health and safety is our top priority, and we will continue to modify our robust Sail Safe program as the public health environment evolves. The relaxation of protocols, coupled with the continued easing of travel restrictions and the reopening to cruise in more ports around the globe, are meaningfully positive for our business as it reduces friction, expands the addressable cruise market, brings variety to itineraries, and provides additional catalyst on the road to recovery. Norwegian has stipulated with this announcement that other ports of call around the world have different protocols, and they've already said that they may have different requirements on cruise ships if they're sailing to Canada, Greece, Bermuda, and a few other places. But for 90+% of cruises, all people, vaccinated and unvaccinated, will be welcome on board their ships. You're probably asking yourself, what does this mean? I don't sell NCL. I sell Royal Caribbean and Carnival and other brands. Let me just tell you that news is coming. It will probably look very similar to this. NCL is the first to implement changes like these, but they are not the last. And I would venture to say they're not the last to announce changes like this, maybe even this week. We'll see what happens. The second thing to look out for is the definition of fully vaccinated could change at any time by the CDC. If that definition changes to include boosters and things like that, these protocols, of course, will be examined and changes can take place. The third thing is if you're vaccinated, you can always test if you would like. Norwegian Cruise Line shared that they're not going to make you test if you're a vaccinated passenger over the age of 12. But if you want to test, you could take a home test. Doesn't have to be administered by a medical professional. You could go take a PCR test if you would like. It's totally up to you now, but it is not a requirement. The last thing I want us to think about is we're not sure what the percentage is. What has Norwegian set in their mind and on paper of what they want to target? We've seen for the last several months that 90% of passengers have been vaccinated, 10% have not been vaccinated. What's that magic number now? We don't know yet, but we're working to find out. The question, Islanders, is it time? It's been almost 900 days since cruising was normal again. Anyone could book a cruise. They didn't have to worry about all these protocols. And yes, there's protocols still in place, but they've changed, and all people are now welcome to cruise on NCL. Please take a few minutes to look at that comment section box just below. It's empty right now. Put your thoughts into it. Is it time? Is this the right decision? Let us know in the comment section below. I invite you to look at the other comments, see what others have to say, but always stay respectful. All of us have our own thoughts and opinions, and we live in a great country where we can share them, right? Islanders, that is the major cruise news for today. We hope you have a great day. We can't wait to see your names and your comments just below. Of course, we're going to stay posted with you all week, as this is only Monday, and cruise news for the rest of the week is sure to be busy. We invite you, of course, to subscribe. Ring that bell to receive notifications when we upload content so you can stay most up to date with what's going on in cruising and cruise news. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.